is the type of cardio work I like. None of that long distance running shit. Let's go. Last 10.
None of y'all stopping me, don't need the axe. Chopping trees, planting seeds, plotting schemes, crossing I's, dotting T's. Lines are blurred, I cannot see. Before I die, I'm top 3. Before I die, I'm top 3. Before I die, look, this is the moment I waited. I took all my options and weighed them. This is
lock. Yes. What's going on, YouTube? You're back with the Prez. We're in Juniper Park today, and today I'm going to be bringing you a conditioning and an ab workout. So, as you guys know, I've been training strictly for strength, with the goal of having my competition on April 8th, which is going to be a weighted calisthenic tournament, 1 rep max. So I've been really working on building up max strength in the weighted pull-up and the weighted dip. But now, you know, guys, I've been in a bulk for the last 6 months now, and as I get heavier, the exercises that get harder are the body weight exercises, pull-ups and dips. So leading up to the competition, I'm now going to go into a slight cut. I hit my highest body weight that I've hit in years, weighing at about 175 pounds and just about 13, maybe high 13, 14% body fat. Over the last 2 weeks, I slowly started to implement some conditioning work into my routine. I pretty much eliminated all cardio over these last couple of months, just focusing on building up as much size and strength as possible. But leading into the competition now, I also have to build up some more endurance work, because remember, besides the 1 rep max competition, 90% of the calisthenic competitions that we're going to be entering, or that I'm going to be entering, are going to be endurance based, right? So you have to have a general level of strength and muscular endurance. So today's going to be a conditioning and an ab workout. So I'm going to start the routine with 100 double unders with my weighted jump rope, and I'm just going to film the whole thing. Once I hit 100 reps, which I'm not going to be able to hit straight, so I'll be interrupting it with regular reps, but the goal is to complete 100 total double unders before we get into the ab work. Let's go. All right, guys, so like I said, 100 double unders, that's the start of the routine. That's going to be the main aspect of conditioning work. And listen, if you jump rope, if you're somebody that tends to be able to jump rope or like to jump rope, try incorporating double unders, because it's going to be the sprint variation of jump rope. Regular jump rope, you can consider it, or, you know, compare it to just general running or jogging, and then you can compare double unders to uphill sprinting. It's going to greatly increase the cardiovascular system and work on those type 2 muscle fibers. And again, guys, it's ideal not to jump on concrete, right? You're going to see I'm going to be jumping on the rubber mats today, just because it's lower impact on the shins and the joints in general. So I highly advise not to do a lot of high repetition jump rope on the concrete, because it can lead to shin problems, ankle problems, knee problems. So you're going to see, I'm going to film the whole set, 100 double unders. I told you it's not going to be straight. You'll know which one's the double unders. So I'm not counting the regular jumps, this is just me warming up. Those are not double unders, guys, you'll see. All right, so 3. It's been a minute since I tried them. Got to get that coordination down. 3 out of 100, that's terrible. 9. All right, 9 out of 100. 10. It's all coordination, guys. And my legs are a little sore from the leg AMRAP a couple days ago. All right, call 15 there. We're at 25 total. So regardless, if you guys could do double unders or not, jumping rope is going to be an excellent form of cardio that you guys can incorporate, and that you're only going to get better and better at it over time. Remember, it's low impact on the muscles. It's not going to cause any fatigue in any of the muscles. All it is going to do is increase your overall endurance and work capacity, and it's going to have a great translation over to any type of training that you're doing. So practice jump roping, and in time you'll get better and better, and you'll be able to do double unders just like me. 40. Whew. And even when I'm not jumping rope, I keep the body moving, right? I go into a little staggered jog, standing in place, jogging in place, little shadow boxing stands, then I go right back into the jumps. I only count the double unders. 51. Let's go. Halfway there, guys. $60 in. Woo. All right, 65. I'm gonna have to do 5 more sets of 5 of those. Gotta stop going for big jumps. 5 sets of 5. Another 25 more. All right, 70. See, I still need to do 30. 6 sets of 5. 6 more sets of 5. Shoelace open. Hold on. Let's go. 70 in. $80. 85. 87. 90. 10 more. Let's go. Last 10, best 10. This is the type of cardio work I like. None of that long distance running shit. Let's go. Last 10. Ah, 9. I owe 1. All right, we hit the 100. Nice little cool down. All right, guys. 100 total double unders with some normal jumps in between. See, the heart rate is greatly elevated, much more elevated than if I was just doing standard jump rope. Because again, remember, like I said, you can compare regular jump rope to just standard running or jogging, and you can compare those double unders to sets of sprints. The longer or the more double unders you get in a set, the more or the longer you could go with a set of double unders, the more intense the set's gonna be, the higher the heart rate's gonna elevate. It's gonna be equivalent to doing a longer distance sprint. That was the main conditioning work of the day. Now we're gonna get in to strict ab work, guys. I don't often isolate abs on a single day, with some days on a rest day. I do like to, it's a muscle just like every other muscle. Even though they get stimulated with the compound movements, and especially with bodyweight training, it is good to strengthen them and work on the entire core, which remember the core is not only the front, it's your obliques and the lower back as well. So let's get into the ab work. Getting into the ab routine, guys. We're gonna start with hanging, full range of motion, toe to bar repetitions. So there's gonna be full leg raises. We're gonna be avoiding a kip, just focusing on bringing the legs up, but by focusing on rotating the pelvis high and getting that deep contraction in the lower abdominals. 3 sets, 6 to 10 repetitions, full range toe to bar repetitions. Alright guys, and if full range of motion repetitions are still hard for you, you can still do a full repetition in a regression. So instead of doing full toe to bar, we're gonna tuck, and now we're gonna rotate up. 1, 2. So it's the same movement. You still want to focus on rotating that pelvis higher. Just do it in a tuck position now. And remember, when you focus on rotating the pelvis and compressing from the lower abdominals, that's when you're gonna really feel it building in the lower abs. Remember, crunching, things like that, they train it when hip flexion here, but the abs also contract with hip rotation or hip flexion when the knee goes up too, guys. So remember, you gotta train it in both positions. So hanging leg raises, knee raises on the dip bar are all gonna target those lower abs, when crunching planks are going to target more of the upper and the middle abs. So incorporate all these variations to target the full abdominal muscles. All right, next exercise, we're going to be doing decline crunches. Remember, like I just spoke about, you can contract the abs from flexing or bending down or rotating or bringing the knees up. The first exercise, the hanging leg raises, are going to target mostly the lower abdominals from doing that rotation of the pelvis and bringing the knees up towards the sternum. Now we're gonna target the abs in the other direction, and we're gonna hinge or crunch from the upper part of the abdominals. You guys do not need a decline bench to be done on the flat bench or even the floor, but we're gonna do it a little more advanced. I don't wanna see reps like this, guys. None of this, right? I want a full rep. Reaching all the way up. Hands back, reach. Next exercise is going to be a rotational variation of the ab exercise. So again, this is going to target it from that rotation of the pelvis upwards, but now we're going to also be targeting more of the obliques and getting some rotational movement in that transverse plane, because remember, you got to be agile, right? You got to be able to twist and turn without being injured. So I'm going to show you the regressions and the advanced variation of this movement. So we can start in a dip support hold, full L sit, down, raise, go back. To make it easier, guys, And you could do the sets just like that. Start with the hardest variation, do as many reps as you can, and then without getting off the bar, drop into the easier or the regression version of the exercise. Same thing, 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps here. All right, next up, we have dragon flags. You guys have seen me speak about this exercise many times in the past. It's what I consider to be the #1 ab exercise that you guys could be doing to strengthening the entire core, the front, the obliques, and the lower back. And it's gonna have the best translation over to more advanced calisthenic skills like front levers, planches, back levers. But remember, back lever, guys, is pretty easy variation of a movement. But you're gonna need this core strength and this full body tension and understanding how to squeeze the glutes and keep the body in alignment to get those more advanced movements like the front lever and the planche. So dragon flags, you guys could do these as repetitions or isometric holds. You could choose whatever variation, whatever level you're at. And if you can't do a full dragon flag, watch my videos where I demonstrate some regressions, which I'll also demonstrate now for you guys. But 3 sets, and I'm just gonna say max reps or max hold attempts here, because it is gonna be a very tough exercise, and we're keeping it at the end to increase the difficulty of it on purpose. So remember, guys, the longer or the more stretched out your arms are, the harder you're gonna make it. The more you bend, the more biceps you get involved, and the easier it becomes. So I always like to do it, my arms as stretched out as possible. And I'm gonna start with the easiest way to get into it. Start, locked out. Whew. See, 4 reps there, extremely tough, especially after hitting all this ab work, and especially my legs are still sore from leg day 2 days ago. That's why you'll hear calisthenic athletes say you can't do front levers and more advanced skill moves if you train legs, but that's nonsense. It's just muscle, guys. If you're building muscle throughout your whole body, your body should be able to manage and stabilize that muscle if it was able to do it prior, right? So just train the movement as the stronger version of yourself, and you're gonna be able to do these advanced movements. So don't make excuses for doing exercises like front lever or planches, and train your legs, guys. Don't neglect them. Now again, you could also do these as isometric holds. So instead of going up and down for reps, you can start lower, and hold max time until you feel like you're gonna break form. You don't wanna have any break in the hips. You wanna maintain those squeezed glutes, no breaking, no V, one line. That's how you want a front lever to look. That's how you gotta train the dragon flags. Toes pointed straight, full engagement of the entire core, the entire abdominal muscles, obliques, lower back, everything is active. We're just gonna go through a few sets here. Keep demonstrating. And guys, some regressions you can do. Hike up, control it down. Hike up, control it down. Or you can shorten the lever, bending the knees, hiking up, down. If you shorten the lever, meaning your body, the exercise is gonna become easier, because now gravity is not gonna have such a demand on the entire length of your body. So 3 sets of max attempts on the dragon flag. You can see I'm a little rusty, guys, especially also weighing in now at my heaviest body weight, 173-ish pounds. Now I was 175 about a week ago, but I started to go on a slight, increase in the conditioning work and slightly cutting the calories just in preparation for my competition. Like I told you guys, I don't want to go into the competition super heavy or super deep condition. So 1 more ab exercise after the dragon flags, and that's gonna be a wrap. That's how we're gonna finish the routine off. Just basic isometric strength. Let's go. All right, guys, we're gonna end the ab routine off with some basic plank work. We're gonna be doing 3 variations, 1 minute each. We're gonna be doing a side plank, left side, right side, and then a full plank. 1, 1, 1 for a total of 3 minutes of plank tension or full isometric tension on, again, this is gonna be the full abdominal muscles. It's not only gonna train the abs, it's also gonna train the obliques and the lower back. So let's get into it. the body starts to shake, do not break form. That's what you want to resist. Fight through the shake. That's the nervous system wanting to give in. If you can resist it, and you can fight through the shake, and you can break through that, that's how you get stronger. That's how the nervous system adapts, and that's how you bust through plateaus. So resist the urge to give in when the body starts to shake. It's just the nervous system firing up. It's all mental. You can hold the position. Keep going. 1 minute hold in each position. If that's too long for you, do 30 seconds and build up time over time. Let's get it. Alright guys, that's a wrap for the conditioning and the ab workout. Very simple. Everything is basic movement patterns, guys. The conditioning work, remember, the double lunges, if you can't do them, just put 15 minutes on the clock and try to do as much non-stop jump rope as possible. Jump rope is going to be an excellent overall cardiovascular workout that's not going to break down muscle in your legs or anywhere else in your body, or add extra stress like long distance running is going to do, right? Also, these ab exercises, like I told you, train the abdominals in their full ranges of motion with hip rotation or hip flexion from the knees up, as well as hip flexion or bending with the waist down, right? That's going to target from the lower as well as the upper abdominals. And then also include those rotational movements, because remember, in life, you're going to have to rotate. You don't want to fall and break your hip as you get older. You want to be able to catch yourself. You want to remain agile. So, very simple exercises, guys. Leg raises, full range of motion. L-sit work, L-sit variations, planks, dragon flags, and that's pretty much it, guys. And crunches. All very simple movement patterns. This can be done in pretty much any park, right? You don't even need a pull-up bar. All you need is a door frame or any type of bar you can hang from. The crunches, like I said, they don't have to be done on a decline. You can do them on the floor. Try this routine out. Don't neglect training the entire core, right? The core is going to be very crucial for mastering more advanced bodyweight movements. Even though training the weighted pull-ups, weighted dips, push-ups, muscle-ups, deadlifts, squats, overhead pressing, handstands, it's all going to involve core. They're all going to require a strong and stable core in order for you to execute those movements properly. So the core is always going to be getting stimulated, but to give it its own stimulus on some days is also going to be beneficial, because you're just strengthening the overall musculature just like you're strengthening other muscles of the body, right? So try this routine out, guys. Get that conditioning work up. Conditioning is only going to help you with your overall anaerobic strength and endurance, right? Because we're not working on long distance conditioning now. We're working on more of that anaerobic, those type 2 muscle fibers, letting them be able to work longer and harder throughout hard sets. So try this routine out, guys. If you have a question or comment, leave it in the comment section. I always get back to you guys. Like the video, it helps YouTube. Share it more, it helps the algorithm out. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And like always, guys, peace out. BARNATURALS.
They all love to talk, you know they do that shit the most. Think you on my level, boy, but you ain't even close.